Welcome to Comfort Havoc number 2. I'm your host, Echo Fan Grey Wolf. I have to stop my alarm because I know it's going to go off in 30 minutes if it shows up on this phone. Okay, it's not showed up yet. Gotta get my tablet. I'm gonna cut that son bitch off because I was going to join a group call and that didn't work out because I had just missed it. But the alarm clock has showed up on this son bitch. So we're gonna go ahead and excommunicate that shit off. Alright. And now we're gonna cut this bitch all the way the fuck off. I should be playing the game and getting so much done, but no, you guys are a hell of a lot more important, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna talk about some of the things the Pretendians don't know. Just don't worry, this won't be a very long video, because I got shit that I need to do, and I don't know why I can't, there we go. Cut my phone off. So I gotta get a couple of things done before 2 o'clock, and then I gotta go get these goddamn kids out the bus that are not mine. Okay, because I don't have kids. So, we're gonna, God damn it, my light fell. We're gonna get into some shit that's gonna be a little bit touchy, so if you are not, of the strong of heart, you should probably stop watching this video right now. Alright? And I don't know why the iris doesn't ever want to wake up and have me bright, or at least have my true colors bright. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this laptop, and I can't afford a new one. So, let's start with the reservations and the scalping parties. Alright? So this is the shit that the Pretendians don't tell you, because the Pretendians never had this happen to their ancestors. Now, as far as I know, I haven't had it happen to my ancestors, but I was told by my ancestors about these itty-bitty little teeny inconsistencies that the Pretendians don't know about. So, one, I'm in Virginia. And so most natives in Virginia are not on the Dawes rolls, and they have territories. The Rappahannock, the Tappahannock, etc., they have territories in Richmond. The tribe in which I'm trying to connect to has a territory, and it's in Charles City. So, now you have more information than you need to know. I'm not going to tell you the tribe. There was a small stint of Cherokee in Virginia. It's mostly at the lower half, so at the base between North Carolina and Virginia, and basically all the way across the bottom to where you get towards Tennessee, Roanoke, and West Virginia type areas. Now, I can be off by how many natives were there, but there was a very small stint of Cherokee. They weren't all over Virginia, except for like during like a certain time period. We can Google that in a minute. But right now, this is a little bit more important than whatever the fuck Google can actually tell you. So, what the Pretendians don't understand is that being on a reservation was not a fucking choice. That's your first mistake when they talk about reservations. Well, hell, the Navajo Nation is on a fucking reservation, and they don't have fucking water rights. So when you're hearing Pretendians talking about some, give us back our land, give us these reservations, give us all this shit, it's like, yeah, you wouldn't survive 5 minutes. There's no running water. You would not survive on a reservation for 5 minutes. And these people have to wait once or twice a week to go load their fucking trucks up with water, and then drive all the way the fuck back to the res to fucking fix the crops, because some asshole has decided, no, we're not going to let y'all collect rainwater so that you can do your crops and all this other stuff and provide for your people and give you a fucking water system that will fucking work for the Navajo Nation. No, you guys don't get water rights. You're Indians. Deal with it. That's pretty much how that works. But you fucking Pretendians don't know about shit like that. No, because you're not really an Indian. Now, if you have a native ancestor, then you would know what I'm about to say is 100% closer to right than wrong. And it's a painful thing that most natives have tried to avoid discussing. But natives also know that if they don't discuss this with their younger children, then this could also perpetually happen to them if they're not aware. So the first thing we're going to talk about is scalping. Alright? For the natives in the territories, they could only leave the territories for yay so long, and they had to have permission. For the natives on the reservations, you could not leave that reservation without fucking permission. If you were caught beyond the gates of that reservation, there was these things called scalping parties. The same way the cops used to hunt down black people and take them back to their slave owners, the scalping parties used to do much worse shit to Native Americans. Alright? Now, I'm pretty sure that I probably shouldn't be saying this, and I'm probably going to give Pretendians a bone, because if there's a Pretendian stalker here, he's going to hear this story, he's going to flip it, he's going to run around and make it black people. It wasn't black people. It was completely not black people. It was a complete tribal Native American people. 100% natives. This only happened to natives. It didn't happen to black people. When black people were killed, they did have something similar, but when they killed black people, they made us into furniture. Alright? Not our arms and legs, but our skin and our hair. They put in furniture as cushions for pillows and other stuff. Why use feathers? We just use a black person, just go cut them up, fuck them up, But see, as painful as that is, 9 times out of 10, black people were property and wanted to be brought in alive, with all their fingers and toes attached, if possible. Okay? Because a dead slave is no good to the slave master. A fucked up wounded slave that you can beat the fuck out of and bring him home, he'll heal up and he'll know not to run the fuck away again, because he doesn't want anything like that happening to him or her ever again. And 9 times out of 10, if they caught female slaves, they did much worse shit, because they would probably rape them as well as beat them, rape them, take turns, and then bring her back. And they don't tell the slave master that they defiled their fucking slave. I'm not gonna tell them that shit. Yeah, we got this bitch, we got her, we're gonna go ahead and bring her back to you. Yeah, here we go. 9 months later, she's carrying a baby from one of them fucking slave patrol motherfuckers that beat her and raped her and brought her ass back. She knows not to tell, because the master didn't give a fuck, because he's the one that sent her after him. Because the master wanted to impregnate her his damn self. That's why she ran away. But you know what? Pretendians don't seem to understand it. That's black stories. Native stories are equally bad. Scalping parties would dare a native to go too far off the territory or go too far away from the res. And if your person went and did not come back, it was more than likely that they were dead. And then all of this from my 5 head, all the way around past the ponytail, got cut, scalped, peeled back, and sold to the highest bidder for $5. And there is rumors that some of those scalps are over in England in museums. I don't know if that's a true rumor. That's why I said there are rumors of shit like that happening. Now, for black people to get killed, it was more than likely they would turn their hair and skin into furniture and shit like that and feed the rest to gators. And the same thing they did with the babies. Now, natives didn't have their babies fed. Natives had their babies put in accelerators when the residential school stuff started. And these are the things that the Pretendians don't seem to know. All right? And I know it's bad and it's painful trying to put this in words that people can understand and respect. But this didn't happen to black people. As time would progress, natives would become the victims of a little bit more atrocities, where black people would get beaten. Natives would not only get beaten, but driven far enough out of town without their shoes and have to walk home. They call those starlight tours. Now, most of that happened further out west versus here on the East Coast, but that doesn't change the fact that it happened. It may have happened in First Nations tribes, but I can't really remember because I'm not from up there, so I can't really give you a confirm or deny on that. I can tell you, though, if there was a residential school, there's probably been a couple of natives who lost siblings that were under the age of 4. Now, as we go more closer to the modern time, welfare would take away black children and white children, but black children would more than likely be placed somewhere that could keep them alive with black culture, where native children were placed somewhere where they would just totally wipe the native culture out of natives. So you have to look at how this shit has been played out. And if you want to say who's got the worst oppression in the Olympics, they're about tied up. Except for natives were just like black people experimented on, and they started sterilizing both women of both places. They started sterilizing native women, they started sterilizing black women. And the main reason why they did this shit is so that we couldn't outgrow them in population. Now, what y'all fail to understand while you're following this pretendian rhetoric is that none of the pretendians ever talk about being scalped. None of them. Because they don't know that scalping was a real thing done by white people to natives first. Natives started scalping as a revenge method because it was like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. But what you are taught throughout history is that natives were the bad guys and that they were scalping people, and that was never the case. Okay? I want to make sure we're clear on that. Understand that natives did not start scalping, they just got more effective at it because it was being done to them for fucking years. And so, why not? You know, if you're doing it to us and you're doing it to men, women, and children, why should we have mercy on your people? If you're fucking us up, we should just be fucking your shit up. And that's kind of how that shit came to be. And then you have to depict in the TV world, natives were always made to be the bad guy. There was never any cartoon outside of Peter Pan where Native Americans were depicted to be the good people until the Lone Ranger cartoon came out. Spirit from G.I. Joe, Black Star, Brave Star, Elisa Maza, who's Afro-Indigenous. Before those cartoons came out, natives was always depicted as the bad guys. Here's a cartoon where Sylvester is an Indian, and the other Sylvesters are also Indians, and Granny and Tweety and Bugs are shooting them, and Bugs shoots one off of the back of another Sylvester. He says, that one's a half-breed, and they're playing the 10 Little Indians song, and I was going to do a video about that using Danny Moonstar and Karma, and I was going to have Karma singing the song because she's from Vietnam, and have Danny come in upset and say, do you know that damage that song has caused my people? And if y'all want to see that, let me know, because I'm still considering doing it. But it's 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Indians, 10 little Indian boys. And basically that song has also been repurposed for black people as well as Asian people. But a lot of people don't know that. If you Google the truth behind the 10 Little Indian songs, you will probably break into tears. I'm going to see if I can find that cartoon with my cell phone real quick. Okay, damn it, that's TikTok. No, we don't want that. God damn it, I hate technology. I can probably do it on YouTube. Bugs Bunny and Sylvester fight Indians. That's probably not what it's called.
Bugs Bunny and Sylvester fight Indians.
No, that's not the one. Bugs Bunny and Granny fights Indians that look like Sylvester the cat.
Bugs Bunny and Granny fights Indians that looks like Sylvester the cat.
That's not the one, because this is one, though. Hold on.
4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians.
This is the second one.
Sorry, that one was a half-breed.
I'll let you see it, though. But this isn't the one I was talking about.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians. Sorry, that one was a half-breed. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Indians. 10 little Indian boys.
Okay. I think that might have proved my point, but that ain't the one I was looking for. The one I was looking for was all the Sylvesters were Indians, and Granny and them was shooting them. And again, the that was a half-breed came into play. So just watching. Oh, I think this might be it. From here. I had my face hidden. Let me see if I can find Black Star real quick. John Blackstar cartoon.
John Blackstar cartoon.
It's time to get tiny.
Sponsor, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, buddy. It's our biggest adventure yet. Let's go.
Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie. Rated G, September 26th.
Must be nice.
John Blackstar, astronaut. Is swept through a black hole into an ancient alien universe. Trapped on the planet Sagar, Blackstar is rescued by the tiny Trobit people. In turn, he joins their fight for freedom against the cruel overlord. Who rules by the might of the Power Star. The Power Star is split into the Power Sword and the Star Sword. And so, with Star Sword in hand, Blackstar, together with his allies, sets out to save the planet Sagar.
It is my destiny.
This is his destiny. I am John Blackstar.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But outside of that, not a lot of native cartoons on TV. And this is the thing that Pretendians don't know about. John Thunder from Centurions.
John Thunder from Centurions.
John Thunder is a full-blooded Chiricahua Apache, a direct descendant of Geronimo. He's our infiltration operations specialist.
That's it. Maybe one specialized cartoon featuring John Blackstar. John Thunder, I'm sorry. G.I. Joe, Spirit, Charlie Iron Knife.
G.I. Joe Spirit Charlie Iron Knife.
Why didn't they show the cartoon? I don't have 9 minutes to give y'all. How many minutes is this thing? God damn it. I don't give a fuck about the blank. How many minutes is this thing? God damn it, I'm not paying for that. Maybe I should have asked for the cartoon versus the fucking toy. Okay, here's a part of the cartoon. I guess after we get the sponsor out of the way. You saved Lady J.
Sorry. Can't stay for the final act, but we've got a satellite to catch.
And Spirit and Storm Shadow had a rivalry, but Spirit's not a member of the Arashikage. And he's from the Pueblos.
Why?
A debt of honor. And we shall need all the help we can get. As my tribal shaman would say, let us depart this condition of being.
In other words, let's split.
Follow the path of least resistance. Watch out! Yo, Joe!
Spirit was that motherfucker, yo. I don't care what nobody say. Spirit was that motherfucker, yo.
Storm Shadow. Well, let's get out of here. Oh, give me a break. It's their kids. Storm Shadow, no! What have you done? They're just children.
They are enemies. Such ridiculous compassion for your foes is the Joe team's fatal weakness. Our alliance ends now.
Tommy Arashikage, for those who do not know. Now watch this.
Thanks, but you can't stop them all.
Dun, 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 dun. Spirit. Very few Native American cartoon characters existed. Let's see. Brave Star.
Brave Star.
In my defense, I'm also dreadfully afraid of horses. Y'all don't understand how long I had to wait for this guy. Eyes of the hawk, ears of the wolf. I only missed 3 episodes. And so when you wonder why I go so fucking angrily at these goddamn Pretendians is because this was not y'all. Y'all didn't get to have to go through when do you get a cartoon character. I'm sorry, I am tearing up. And I'm going to let these tears flow in a second. Gargoyle's father, Elisa Maza. God damn it, I worded that wrong.
Gargoyle's father, Elisa Maza.
Yeah, 52-year-old man crying over cartoon characters. That looks really good on camera, doesn't it? Elisa Maza's father on Gargoyles does Coyote the Trickster dance. I don't really know how to answer that.
Best father on Gargoyles does Coyote the Trickster dance.
Maybe I should have just called him Peter Maza. Yeah, let's try that. Episode of Gargoyles where Peter Maza honors Coyote the Trickster. They didn't even spell his name right.
Episode of Gargoyles where Peter Maza honors Coyote the Trickster.
It's Peter Maza. Motherfuckers. This will take fucking forever. It's definitely taking forever because I can't find it. All right, let's try a different way. In Gargoyles, Peter Maza meets both of his daughters. Why do they not spell his fucking name right?
Daughters.
Damn it. Okay, we're going about this the wrong way. Let's try Google instead of YouTube. That's how we'll solve this fucking problem. How can I find a clip of Peter Maza riding with Elisa and Beth Maza? This motherfucker has no idea what I'm talking about. In the cartoon Gargoyles, I need a clip of Peter Mazza riding with Beth and Elisa. Is that it? I don't need the full episode. God damn it. Not Goliath and Elisa. Okay, well, there's the whole Mazza family right there. Watch it, don't give it to me. Okay, it gave me something. Oh, what the fuck did I just do? Okay. Y'all probably aren't gonna be able to see this. And again, no. Fuck. Come on, you son of a bitch. And the fact that they do that. Lisa Maz is older than me. No, that's the cartoon came out in the 90s. Why can't I get the fucking picture to go up? Okay, this is gonna be tricky. That there is the Mazza family. You see the daddy in the uniform, Elisa's in the chair. Beth is the youngest sister, Derek is the younger brother, Elisa is the oldest, and their mom is right here. Alright? The mom's black. These three kids are Afro-Indigenous. The dad's a Native American. They are of the Hopi tribe. Okay? And I don't know when this came up with, but it goes right here. Mom told African myths to legends. She was once in Nigeria, and her family, due to her mother's ancestry, the mark of the panther, which would probably explain why Derek wound up being a panther as a gargoyle. Peter Mazza, Peter, the child of Denise Mazza. It's still misspelled, but there it is. Just leave it, even though it's misspelled. She probably had a background in Christianity from her mother, because why not? You know, they force beliefs on fucking natives and Africans all at the same time. I want to show y'all Peter in his Hopi uniform as Coyote. Let me see if I can do that. Peter Mazza from Gargoyles in his Coyote the Trickster outfit. Okay, they got Beth, they got Peter, and but they don't have him in this fucking uniform. More images. Okay, so this is Peter Mazza. That's Elisa Mazza's father. There we go. Yeah, he's visiting his dad, and he's crying. And that's his two daughters, Elisa and Beth. Now, Derek, at this point in the show, has been turned into a gargoyle and a panther. And there is an episode where the parents get to find out what happened to Derek. Because this is Derek before he gets turned into whatever the fuck his gargoyle name is. I can't remember his fucking name, but Xanatos is the fucker that did it. But this is Peter not realizing he's actually fighting the real Coyote the Trickster, because Coyote is there to teach him a lesson. And this is why when you're dealing with native stuff, this is one of the things that that thing back there is gonna be one of Derek's clan members when he gets changed. But the other ones was turned first. Oh, why can't I remember Derek's fucking name? It's a goddamn gargoyle. Image of Derek Mazza becoming a gargoyle. He becomes Talon. So, for those who aren't of the native diaspora and you're a fucking Pretendian, I'm 52. I had no mixed people, and I literally just showed you John Blackstar, Spirit, John Thunder, Brave Star, and the Mazza family were Afro-Indigenous. and you guys don't understand how it was to be a kid who had no. Oh yeah, I guess I should probably go back to YouTube real quickly. The Lone Ranger cartoon.
The Lone Ranger
right
cartoon.
one. So they have an entrance, I think. Where's the thing?
It's time to get tiny.
What the fuck? This is not the Lone Ranger I know, but it says 1966 opening. We'll try and find a more modern one after this damn thing plays. Yeah, I'm not going to see that.
When the factories first began to send their pall of smoke over the cities, and farmlands of the East offered only the barest living, Americans turned their faces toward the West. They poured into the new territory by the thousands, fording the mighty rivers, climbing the mountains, fighting Indians and outlaws, praying, toiling, dying. It was a hard land, a hostile land. Only the strong survived. A new American breed, the pioneer. In this forge, upon this anvil, was hammered out a man who became a legend. A daring and resourceful man who hated thievery and oppression. His face masked. His true name unknown. With his faithful Indian companion at his side, he thundered across the West on his great white stallion, appearing out of nowhere to strike down injustice and outlawry, and then vanishing as mysteriously as he came. His sign, a silver bullet. His name, the Lone Ranger.
Now, for the record, in case y'all ain't up to speed, it was basically based on a black guy named Bass Reeves. They do have a show about that. But I don't think Tonto's in the show. But this is the 80s cartoon, if I can find it. I think this might be it.
The Lone Ranger.
This might be it. I'm not gonna swear to it.
The Lone Ranger. Hi-yo, Silver! Away! A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo, Silver, the Lone Ranger. With his fearless Indian friend Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains, led the fight for law and order in the early West.
It was made by the people who
Return
make
with us now to those
He-Man.
thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again. Hi-yo, Silver! Away!
Now I want y'all to understand something. I had to grow up with like no mixed heroes, no native heroes other than that there you just saw, and Spirit, and Black Star, and other things. So when you see Afro-Indigenous people or mixed people fighting against these goddamn Pretendians, this is why. We didn't have shit. And then we had to fucking negotiate who's a friend and who's a foe. And I want to give a special shout out to a fellow TikToker who's Afro-Indigenous, which means she's more related to natives than I am. And she pointed out something to me, and I just thought it was just me, and it made me so angry and upset. And then I was happy because I found out that it wasn't just me. And she pointed out that a lot of her racist incidents also happened from black people just like mine. And I wanted to keep that shit a secret. I didn't want to make black people look bad. And she pointed that shit out. And then I'm like, oh God, this is a woman who's lived my fucking life. She's younger than me. She's lived my fucking life as a person who's mixed with native black and white. She's just mixed with native and black, and she's had it bad too. And I thought it was just me. I swear to God, I thought it was just me. So Daisy, I know you're not gonna ever watch me on YouTube. I thank you for that. And the whole point of making this video, y'all, is because these Pretendians, man, y'all have no fucking idea. You have no fucking idea. You don't know about the scalping parties. You don't know about the residential schools. You don't know about at points in time where you had to tell people that you were not Indian to keep your fucking ass from getting hurt. And y'all don't know about that shit. So let's talk about that in video 2. We're going to talk about that in video 2.